It's in the game.
Wow, now that's what you call good football.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Purdy off the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Swift is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Swift again, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hurts.
Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They go play action with Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift,
63 yards.
and the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage, so now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return this ball across midfield. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
On the option left, Richardson. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And finally down at the 9-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
middle. Here's Sermon.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Eluding the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor from 3 yards out. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold it. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
3rd and 2. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now Richardson on 1st down.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I could just shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action. On first down, Richardson.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by James Bradbury.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
On third down, here comes Swift.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd down, here's Richardson.
Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Richardson to the air on 1st down. He'll get that one to Taylor complete.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Second and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Down the sideline he goes. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift.
66 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Richardson looking to throw.
Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found...
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 122 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 43-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox. 36 yards. And the Colts have retaken a third quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a give right side Swift. Down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Swift going to try up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
This 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Swift.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Swift again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Albert Okwuegbunam. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw.
He's got it at the 2, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Richardson.
Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Down to the 10.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.